Hello everybody. I got a little bit further on this, and what can I tell you today? One of the reasons that I need to get my branch splits done before I have all the wire in the jig is this split right here. You see how close these two are together? And there's no way to get a full wrap of wire around the trunk between these two because they're just too close together. And that's a real good example of why I'm doing this, because if I was to try and do this with all the wire in the jig, this split would be really weak. So if in shipping, this tree got dropped from like 12 feet in the shipping container, this would tend to pop apart. And I want to make these things really tough so they can withstand as much abuse as possible, because maybe seeing as how it's aluminum, they could possibly still be around in a few thousand years if they can take a little abuse. So that's an explanation. I added in 2 strands on each of these two, like I did on this one that you guys saw in the video. So nothing new there, so I didn't feel the need to video it. But what we got going on today is a 3-way split. And this is another reason. It's not impossible, but it's hard to do a 3-way split that looks really good and is also structurally sound if I had all the wire in the jig. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's really hard. You're either gonna compromise. Either it's gonna look really good or it's going to be really structurally sound. You're not going to get both of them. So this way I can just focus on structurally sound, because I'm going to be adding many more strands in the jig here, and I can make this one a little ugly because I'm going to have a whole lot of wire coming up here to cover up anything that'll be ugly. So this one I'm not really trying to make it look good, but to show you what I got going on here, these 3 strands are go all the way down into the jig, and then you can see I've split those open. And that's another nice thing about working with double strand. You can do this, and that's really going to trap these wires in here. And then I added this one here. You can see it's a strand I added in going to this side, and this is a strand that I folded over that's going to the other part of the split. And so I'm going to take this and push it in there as much as I can get it. And once again, I don't have to worry about this being ugly so much because I'm going to cover it up. But then I'm going to grab, some of you might have seen this before. This is Bakelite. It's a pot handle, and it's used in combination with Tappy Tappy. And the reason why I chose the Bakelite is because it's not really hard. This tip here doesn't tend to chop the aluminum. It won't. If I hit it real hard, it's just the right hardness to where it'll form the aluminum, but it won't go through it. And the only problem is it tends to shatter when you hit it sometimes. So definitely wear safety glasses if you're pounding on the Bakelite. But I'm going to get that in right here. Now we're going to do it. Whoop, slipped off. Going to do the tappy tap tap. Well, this is more than tap. This is a hammer. And try and get this down into the center as much as possible. Okay, that worked out pretty good. She's down in the center there pretty good. And then what I'm going to do next here, oh, where's that tool? I always forget to have the tools handy. Well, we'll just have to go manual. I'm going to get in here and twist these. So, oh, I don't like that popping out like that. I want stuff to stay down. Get in here with the fingers. And that's going to lock all these guys in place. Or actually, let's do this. Get my little pointer out. Whoops. Yeah, that's no good. Boy, I wish I could have you guys see and have me see at the same time, because I'm not seeing the tool that I need to do this. But at any rate, you can get the idea. I'm gonna close these guys up, tighten it up like that one, just give it a couple little twists, probably put one more twist on there, and maybe some more tappy tap tap, and then these guys are going to fold back up because they're sitting way lower. They're going to be more at an angle like that, and then I'll give these guys a little twist on them. And after I get all three of them twisted up, that is all of the major splits off the trunk. And what's going to happen next is I will cut all of this wrap off and hang the thing upside down and start adding some more wire. So I'll shoot some video of that when I get to it. And I'll also show you how that turned out, how it's going to end up looking wise. It probably won't be too ugly. Okay, talk to you guys later. Oh, and the other thing is all of these branches, you can see here's the wires that go through the jig down to the roots. And then each one of the branches has got a pretty equal distribution of all the strands that I added in. Make a strong tree. Hope everybody's having fun. Bye-bye.